talk to teachers, we talk to principals, we talk to the C4C staff themselves, both as a group and individually, because both those methods are important, and to the managers of centre care. But we wanted to know from the children about their experiences of being at school, and particularly we felt, particularly with the Yalambee program, which is involved in getting children to go to school, at one level getting them there in attendance is a behaviour, and that's one level of success. But we felt that an ultimate level of success would be if the children themselves felt they belonged at school and wanted to go. And so the only way you can do that is to ask the children themselves. So as you saw today, we were doing a lot of drawing and talking to the children themselves, and we've done that in school. And we've also talked to all the other children in their classes. So we're also interested in, when they get to school, do they just stay together as a little group? Or are they included, and do they feel they're included in school? Do they play with other children? How do they feel about their teachers and so on? So we're really interested in social inclusion and that social element, because we believe that if they really, should the money for C4C stop tomorrow, you wouldn't go to school if all it is because someone forces you to go. But if you've got things that you like about being there, you feel rewarded, you might walk yourself. And so that's our different measures of success that we were looking at, and asking the children is a very important part of that.
Men are debating at a fireside in this beautiful land of Oz. Could heaven be a better place than home? Well, supposing that it was. If ever there's some future where that tomorrow's so unclear, then home for me, I guess, could better be nowhere else but here. Nowhere else but here, yeah, nowhere else but here. Oh, no.
I sandwich. I like drawing helicopter. Sports activity. Reading book. Play soccer. Like having breakfast. Play. And then learn about math, spelling, and I forgot the other things. Spelling.
Nowhere else but here, she sings, nowhere else but here. Here's where my honey is, in this tree that's nowhere else but here. Is there much that might not happen right wherever I may be? If all I got to do is soften some of my precious certainties, was all that toil and turmoil just to help me understand that heaven may be just a fancy name for some never, never, ever land, where nothing ever really happens, and probably just as well. I've seen things really happening where it's all downhill to hell, through a devil's pass on a bolting horse with Buckley's oak to steer, where we could regret we never ever get to be nowhere else but here. Nowhere else but here, nowhere else but here. This campfire gleaming in this dear old land of Oz, flipping idly through the pages of the tales of the never was, losing interest in a future, what with tomorrow so unclear. I guess maybe I never really need to be nowhere else but here. Nowhere else but here, oh no, nowhere else but here for sure. Guess maybe I may never ever need to be nowhere else but here. Nowhere else but here, oh no, nowhere else but here for sure. Guess maybe I may never ever need to be nowhere else but here. If there's one place where all